Recording in progress.
Hey everybody, welcome to Just Keeping It Real with your girls Daisy and Trixie and producer Rikki.
Hey.
How's it going, Rikki?
It's going all right. It's going pretty good.
There
Okay.
you go. Are you ready for some tea, Rikki? Because guess what came out today? The Academy Award nominations.
I don't know about you guys, but I freaking love movies and I'm definitely a TV buff. So
Yep.
I was kind of excited for that today. What about you?
I'm very excited,
Yeah.
especially that they have different nationalities nominated. Finally, after so long, 20 years, we finally have another African American actress nominated for Best Supporting Actress, and we have a Latina nominated as well. So I'm excited about those things. Academy, do better. That's all I'm saying. And not only that, because we have a couple nominated. Penelope Cruz and Javier Bardem are both nominated, husband and wife. So if they don't win, they can console each other. There you go.
I know that's right. I mean, that's what you're going to have to do if you end up not pulling off the win. But I feel like it's going to be hard this year. You have Will Smith, you have Javier Bardem. I mean, just in the men's category. And
Denzel Washington.
Oh my gosh, Denzel too.
Yep.
I don't know what's going to happen with that one, but the guys category is looking tough. Trisha, what about the women?
The women's looking tough as well. You have I don't know if you've seen the Ricardo movie with Javier Bardem being the
No, I
Ricardo.
haven't. Now let's talk about the movies that are nominated for best movie.
Yeah, we actually have Belfast nominated.
Did you watch that?
I didn't get to watch Belfast.
Okay.
But I did watch West Side Story, and that one was really good.
Okay. I didn't watch Belfast either, but then again, I don't know. I did look at Don't Look Up, and that one was on Netflix.
Yeah, and for me, like the best picture category, they have every year. Well, for the past few years, they did like 10 movies, and Rikki knows this. But some movies they didn't put in there that should have been put in there. Even if it's for me,
I do get mad at that.
Even if it's for me an animated film, I hate that they separate it because Encanto got nominated.
Woo!
We
Anime.
don't talk about Bruno.
No.
But you know what? That song wasn't nominated, but I'm gonna let that go because it was
I don't know if I'm kind of mad at that Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno wasn't nominated.
I know,
because I love that song, and if you really listen to it, it goes hard in the paint.
And every kid that I've known for the past few weeks has been singing that song. My older kid's singing, and he's 16. He's like, Bruno. I'm like, what? He really likes that Bruno song. So I mean, it did get nominated though for another song, but I don't like the song it was nominated for. I Angelitas. No, it's a good song, but nah, I'm good. Bruno. I mean, when it's a song people can relate to, and it's a song that people are going to like, or a song that stands out, like Beyonce got nominated, and that's a good song as well, and that stands out. So to me, I don't know, Rikki, what do you think when it comes to these nominations? Tell us, Rikki, what's on your mind?
Have you seen any of these movies?
I haven't I ain't had time to catch some of these. I need to go back and watch them. But on some of them, they actually for the performance and stuff like that of the trend and all that kind of stuff. The numbers always don't lie. So with these awards and stuff, they always like to try to put them in there and say, "Hey, you're nominated in this kind of category and stuff." But then in reality, that is like a 50-50 if you're going to take the Grammys, all that kind of stuff, the Oscars, all that kind of stuff, what they're holding for. So it's always kind of good to always be up there, but it always feels better. You got to think about this. You put your time, your energy, all that into that performance and stuff. Like I can imagine it as being like an actor, or a music artist and stuff, putting that time and energy into it. So to be like, oh dang, I didn't get this one, so.
Well, for me, it's like there's so many movies that come out a year. I can get where it's hard to choose and pick, but at the same time, you got to think about the whole world, people all around the world, if they can relate to this movie. One of the movies that stood out for me for like through the past years was Crash. That movie was on point. So when it won the Academy Award, I was finally like, yes, they got it right.
Yeah, those things are hard to get, man. They're hard to get. But I will say I kind of like the fact that Halle Berry spoke up a little bit about, not seeing
years ago. Oh yeah,
a woman black nominee for
years,
and there's so many good black women actresses.
I mean, yeah, we were talking about it earlier. We were saying Viola Davis, I mean,
Oh, I love her.
she's
Oh
like the
my
Denzel Washington,
gosh.
okay, but a female version. I mean, she's a beast.
Yeah,
And
she is.
you know, and then I mean, she's in a movie every year. We know that, plenty of movies and shows, and she's just so good. And I don't understand. Angela Bassett is another one.
Well, have you watched King Richard with
Yes,
Will Smith?
yes.
And what about the best supporting actress that's nominated now?
Yeah, she's the one that I was talking about earlier. That she did.
Now,
a
see,
great
I
job.
didn't actually watch that movie, but I am gonna tie down sometime this weekend and watch it. What was it about? Like was it good? Like, was it any good?
For me, I would say Will Smith got nominated for the right movie. As before, I don't know if you've seen before, they were all mad that he didn't get nominated for a movie a few years back. I didn't like that movie personally. I thought the accent was a little too much. He overdid it years ago. But I think here he hit it right on the nail because he stepped in to play something that I think was out of his comfort zone. And I like that. I don't know. Have you seen it, Rikki?
I haven't seen it, but I think me personally though, I think his best performance, I say Pursuit of Happiness to me.
Oh,
That's just
yes.
me.
Oh, that was a
And
really
That was a really good movie.
It's not only that, it's just because it's based on a true story, and it is like you kind of, it's like you going on a journey with that person, and it is crazy, but pulled it off really good. So I think
agree.
yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
When I will say this, when I watched West Side Story and I saw what was going on in the new one, I'm very old fashioned when it comes to movies. I sometimes feel some movies are made not to be remade. And I was kind of skeptical of this one. Like, I don't know, Steven Spielberg, I don't know. But then I found out that he did something that the original didn't. And Rita Moreno talked about it. She won Best Supporting Actress for her role as Anita, just like the new Anita's nominated, who did magnificent and who's darker skinned. You know, I like what Rita Moreno said. She said back then they had every Puerto Rican in that movie who was portraying a Puerto Rican the same color. Like they all were painted the same color.
Yeah.
I don't like that. And she said that never sat well with her for
Your light
years.
skin, your dark skin.
Yeah,
that's
because she said
any race or ethnicity.
Especially as us as Latinos, we know I'm darker than my cousin.
You see, I
She's
couldn't
lighter than
even
me.
pronounce the word.
No, but my cousin's lighter than me. I'm darker than her. I mean, I'm darker than Rikki pretty much. So to me, it's like just because it's one race don't mean everybody's the same color.
Agree.
So when Rita Moreno spoke up about that, she said for years it bothered her because she would think about it and be like, I do not like that they have all of us the same color. Like I'm a light-skinned Puerto Rican, but my co-star is a dark-skinned Puerto Rican. And what does it matter? You know? So in this new film, Steven Spielberg hit that right on the nail. And that I was impressed with. Okay. I was impressed with that he did that. And I actually liked it. I thought the new one was actually pretty good. Like I was pretty impressed with it. I thought I was gonna be like, here we go, another remake. This is gonna be bullshit.
Same.
I thought I was going to be that way. But honestly, like, I was like, okay, Steven, you did that.
Yeah, lately they've been doing a lot of remakes, and the remakes have not been hitting the bar for me. And then I'm okay with changing some things, but when you start changing too much, I'm still not over the whole changing colors of Pegasus and all that. Back when they redid the Clash of the Titans, yes. And then the freaking Scorpions being fucking 50 feet, whatever. I'm over it. But anyway, Dexter's out. He says hi. He's walking on the floor. I got a tortoise coming out looking hungry. But anyway, so Jessica Chastain, Chastain, one of the, she's nominated for Best Actress. That's gonna be something to be looking for. Beyonce for Best Song. Who's gonna be
just
over
be looking
Beyonce.
out for all these people, guys, because
it's gonna be something. The Oscars are gonna be something.
It's gonna be lit, and I'm glad. I don't know who's hosting. I didn't look into it. They said there were several people that are in talks of hosting. Mm-hmm. They haven't specifically come out with the host yet, per se. I think they might do what they did last time, just have different actors and actresses come out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And do different stuff. I mean, who knows? I was kind of mad when they didn't let Kevin Hart do it because of that whole stupid drama of years ago. That for me, as a person who's a stand-up
sometimes
comic,
you can't like blame people for things that they did so long ago. Yeah. You guys are looking at his old stand-ups and like, oh, that sounds racist. We got to get him now. It's fucking been 10 years. The poor guy has gotten famous and I think is one of the one that sells out the most arenas and everything. Like, come on.
I will say this culture.
Leave Kevin Hart alone.
Yeah, I will say this culture now you have to be careful what you say.
Oh, yeah.
And it sucks as a comedian, somebody who does stand up. Like, I have to watch what I say when I go up on that stage and I look into the crowd and I'm like, oh shit, I got to be careful. Let me change some stuff up, because you don't want to offend nobody. But at the same time, as a comedian, you fucking make fun of yourself. And like, that's just what you do. Like, it's not like you're a hateful, mean, ugly person. It's just, you're a comedian. You're joking.
Yeah.
You're just saying the first thing that comes to your head like a joke. But nowadays, cancel culture, like, they're quick to cancel you if you say anything.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are scared to say what's on their mind. That's why I'm glad we have a podcast where we can be real.
Just keeping it real.
And talk about this stuff. You know,
always.
Like, if you're sensitive, I'm sorry, don't listen to us. Because, you know, we make fun of ourselves. It's life. You got to enjoy it. You got to have fun. A pandemic's going on, people. Listen, let's have a good time. Fuck the fuckery, you know?
Alrighty.
That's what we're saying. But no, some more tea going on this Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. Hey, yeah. The Bengals and the Rams. The Bengals have not been to the Super Bowl since 1988, people, okay? I was a little ass kid.
Preach.
And the Rams, Cooper Kupp. I'm just saying, my goodness. I mean, you got everybody on, like, you have beasts on some of these teams. You have Joe Mixon over there with the Bengals. You have Odell Beckham. I mean, the list can go on of wide receivers, tight ends. I mean, both teams are stacked. Both quarterbacks are awesome. I want the Bengals to win because, you know, the underdogs. I highly doubt it. Yeah, I highly doubt it, though. I think the Rams are going to get this. Might win by a field goal, but I think it's going to be a good game. What do you think, Rikki?
I don't know. I think the Rams will probably take this one.
By field goal?
That's my opinion.
Or by, like...
I think they're gonna...
By field goal, you're already predicting?
Listen, Vegas.
She's a silly one.
Is it either by the field goal or by one touchdown? That's what I'm...
Field goal or touchdown?
I can see that.
Well, I haven't been following football this season, so that's why I let Trisha do all the sports things. I'm gonna go with her. I'm always down for an underdog. I like somebody that can come back from getting an ass whooping and then come back strong, uppercut. But anyway, what about Kim and P? I watched an interview from People Magazine the other day, and he legit, like, literally called her his girlfriend, said that and then he also said, like, he never really worried about Valentine's Day, but now he's kind of worried about it. And I'm like wondering, why are you worried about it? Is it because your girlfriend is Kim K and like she ain't gonna settle for no less on a Valentine's Day? Because come on, we know. I'm sure she's gotten so many different Valentine's Day gifts in the past, good things, you know. And then we got poor Pete Davidson over here, and everybody always never expect anything from him, which he kind of said himself on the interview, like, I never really cared about it before, now I kind of care, she's my girlfriend, like legit said. And then, you know, I'm a snooper on the social media, and they made it Instagram official, even though he says he ain't got an Instagram.
I will say this, Pete Davidson must have a platinum dick or something.
Well, what about Kim K? Maybe she got that platinum P.
I don't know. I mean, all I know is she in our family? Because that runs, I'm just saying, it runs in the family.
Runs in the family.
But what I can't deal with, y'all, is he's so cute, though. I gotta say, that's cute. Him saying, you know, I never celebrated or thought about Valentine's Day.
I know.
Until this year. Okay,
that was really cute.
I see you with your little cute self. Mm-hmm. And shout out to Fat Joe, just keeping it real on the Wendy Williams show.
He's funny.
Him and Rami Ma. First off, I love me some Rami Ma and Fat Joe. He straight up said that Pete Davidson's no Brad Pitt, but he cool. You know what? Sometimes it ain't all about the looks. Sometimes if a guy...
That ain't what she said on our last podcast. If you guys want to go on her Spotify...
I was honest. On the last podcast,
she straight said that if you wasn't bringing the goods during the sex, that she didn't give a fuck unless you was sexy.
No, this is what I said. I said, it ain't always about looks. However, you should be attracted to the person that you like. However, it's not all about looks. So obviously, Pete Davidson, it must be about that platinum or gold dick.
Rikki, we may have to pull a rewind on here. We might have to pull a rewind.
What do you think, Rikki?
He got the D, Rikki. He must got that D.
If we rewind to everything we said, we all out of there because we've all said stuff.
Well, I'm just saying, don't make me go do like those trolls doing Kevin Hart and go back. I need to rewind last week's
And I'll be
episode
like,
because you did
rewind
not
it,
say that.
bitch. Rewind it because I said what I said.
I
Thank
love
you,
it.
Nene Leaks, because I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back.
All right.
Look at Rikki.
So Rikki, sorry, but yeah, what you think about that? They're official now. How can they be official when her still married?
Um, this is my thing. I'm gonna be completely 100% honest. I would. If I was a celebrity, I won't be dating another celebrity. Cause you gotta think about that. Think about how many times I'm not saying this being wrong or being an asshole or nothing, but how many times you have seen Kim K dated so many freaking famous people. Like ever since her dad has blown up for what he has done, it's like, yo, now you have the opportunity to date football players, basketball players, rappers, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, do I really want that? Because I mean, like, you've been around the block. I'm just saying, though.
I mean, sex tape and all.
I'm good as long as they don't adopt a kid and name it Amicron and say it's because they met during the pandemic. I'm just saying.
No, they won't adopt a kid. She'll just get her another surrogate. It's fine.
Exactly.
And we buy surrogates like it's nothing. It's fine.
I mean, but if y'all want me as your surrogate.
Trisha can be a surrogate for somebody.
Okay.
She's supposed to be a surrogate for me. I don't know why she's offering her goods up to Kim K. Maybe because Kim K is the one who got the money. But whatever. Anyway, next.
No, but today on our main topics, we have two topics that we wanted to talk about. Y'all already know how we keep it real, people. Yes. And I said what I said because what I said on here is red flags. And we have done the statistics.
I said, what you see? You see red flags?
I see red flags. And not just in a relationship, but friendships as well. And we're also going to talk about changing up on people with friendships and relationships. But first, I want to talk about these red flags. Statistically, it said that excessive jealousy and repeated lying are some big red flags.
Trisha, I believe it because let me just tell you, if you go out on a date with somebody and they're telling you you're eye fucking the waitress that is a girl, and you just have a smile and you're trying to order a drink, I don't know. Is that jealousy or what? You tell me. On to the next, because that shit was crazy.
For me, it's the lying. It's the, I'm going with my boys, I'll be back and gone for 3 days, and then come back and say what happened was my phone fell and broke, and then I couldn't get Wi-Fi.
That happens though. That happens. I break a phone every 3 months.
Yes, but we ain't talking about drinking. We talking about when he's with his friend and he lying, and you see a picture and the friend forgot and posted the picture online. Talking about have a good time with my boy and my girl.
When you're lying, but everybody got your Snapchat, they got your Instagram, they got your Facebook, and you're over here posting pictures of yourself, you just don't give a fuck.
And then you just walking around with libetes. Just like, let me just go around with my libetes and just be lying and acting like it's okay.
Wow. Okay? This girl said
and not just men. Women do it too. But see, the difference is I'd rather you just be honest. Then be fake and just say, look, this is what it is. That's one thing about me, Rikki, and you know this. I'm going to be real no matter what. If I'm not feeling you, I'm going to tell you, hey, I'm not feeling this. I'll be your friend. But that's about it.
So that's what you're saying. Like now, do you go and like let them tally up 3 red flags first and then say, hey, maybe this ain't gonna work, or I mean, you let a red flag go. Like, does it matter
the importance of the red flag?
The importance of the red flag matters.
Like, yes. If you cuss me out and call me a bitch because I didn't want to go to the movies, it's a big ass red flag and we done.
Ooh.
If you get mad because I say I can't go to the movies, I'm gonna be with my kids. Fuck you, bitch. Hope you get cancer and die. That's happened.
Wow.
That's happened.
That's a fucking red flag.
And I was like, ooh, now I see why you're fine but single. I'm good.
That's a red flag.
Acting like, what's his name? From Fear? Nicole Forever.
Oh my God. Don't
Mark Wahlberg.
I was done. You're going to laugh.
I was dumb.
Hey, Trisha.
Nicole Forever. That's psycho, Rikki. Tell me, have you had an experience with jealousy? To you, Rikki, what's a red flag that stands out? Getting hit by a car, not just that, but
Yeah, well, that's definitely a red flag. But I think he missed the red flags before that.
I think he did.
Because to get hit by a car just randomly, I don't know. What'd you do, Rikki?
This is why I don't give out the majestic no more. Okay?
I'm done. I'm
Preach.
dead.
Anyways,
This is too much.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to handle. So red flags for me, I mean, like you try to be super controlling, trying to act like, you know what I'm saying, you above me type shit.
Yeah.
These are the things that, you know, after so many experiences and stuff, that you just be like, hold up.
This start becomes
Especially-
toxic.
Mhm.
And then on top of that, it's always about me, but it's not
Yes.
about us type thing.
Yes.
Like I had a couple of relationships where I'd be like, hey, I'm about to go back doing, you know, mixed martial arts and stuff. Be like, if you gonna do that, I don't want you. Like what? Like you think I'm out here fucking around and shit? Like, what do you mean? I'm up here training this shit, trying to freaking go pro. Right?
And so
You got
so
20
can,
messages on your phone. Where the fuck you been? Why you're not answering my call?
Hey, so you could be in the
Yeah,
same group.
like,
I'm like, oh, that's my boo thing. That's my boo thing. Instead,
Stop.
But see, that's another thing about that.
Trisha,
Because, like, but that's the one thing about that. It's like if I'm busy doing work stuff and stuff like that, and I don't really text you back right away and stuff,
You're gonna have
like,
to
you
understand.
should be like, oh, that's understandable. He's doing this, or
Yeah.
he's working with this person. Because it's been times like I sit there, I work my other job, and then right when I get off my other job, I used to work at the shooting range and stuff, indoor shooting range and stuff. I had a contract too to actually train kids and stuff in jiu-jitsu, kickboxing and stuff like that.
Nice.
So I don't have my phone on me completely.
Yes.
You know, 100%. Now, just like the other day and stuff, when we had to go do a shoot and stuff, this is another funny thing. I had lost my other phone. And
Rikki,
everybody
you
was
be
like, "Oh,
losing
I hit your
phones like I
box."
lose canzones. It's ridiculous.
Hey,
Listen,
I
that
told
was-
you it's not a red flag. I lose my phone too.
Listen,
No, when he
This
goes
is
in
the
my
first
for a
time I ever
week.
done
Come
it.
on.
Oh, he said it was the first
this
time
is the
he's
first
ever
time
done it.
First time I ever
Well, I
done
got
it.
your back, Rikki. Don't let her talk mess about
You,
you
Rikki
losing
knows
the
I'm
phone.
playing.
You don't know. People
my
do
other
lose their
phone-
phone, Trisha.
But check this out. My other phone, I had that since 2016. I still got it. The freaking one, the return buttons decided to freaking fall off one time.
Oh,
So
wow.
I can't really fix that now because it's older. But I still have that phone and stuff. So of course, right now I'm using my other phone right now to do this podcast and stuff. But you know, you got to sit there and think about you know, you'd be like, oh, I lost the phone and stuff. Like, hey, where have you been? I'm like, yo, I lost my phone. I don't have it. Like, I had to freaking go grab my other old phone and stuff. Like, and people are like, I don't believe you. I'm like, yo, I'm telling you the truth.
People
Like,
don't believe about the phone. Though.
I will tell you this. I have believed about the phone before
Yeah.
when he used it the first time. But damn, how many times your phone go missing? And like I said, I don't hate. That's fine. Like you lose your phone. Hey, I get it because there's times I don't have my phone.
But
with
then
me.
another week goes by and you're like, man, I lost my phone again.
No.
Okay, now you got diabetes.
Diabetes.
Okay.
You got diabetes. But for me, it's the lying.
Trademark.
Like just be fucking honest. Like just be honest. Just tell the truth. And I'm
Tell
the
the
same way.
truth.
I had a guy yell at me because
That's fine.
Rikki, we were just hanging out the day before and we didn't get no sleep. Okay. So that night, I'm asleep with my kids and I get 30 text messages, 30 missed calls talking about who the fuck you with. You ain't answering. I see how it fucking is. I'm done. Breaking up and everything with himself. And this ain't the first time. And it's like, dude, I'm asleep. Who goes to bed at 11 o'clock at night? A lot of people.
I'm in bed at 10.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
work
normal.
early.
All the time. But that's the thing about that. Like people that do that kind of stuff, you gotta go ahead and just let them go.
Exactly. So I cut it.
Oh, wait, come to find out what happened, Trisha. He was out at an after hours nightclub.
And he was out.
Well, she was asleep with her kids, but then he had the nerve to tell
accuse
her,
me.
well, guess what? That sounds like you just got a little bit of guilt right there. So when people do that, that's a fucking red flag.
Oh, yeah. And then he said,
I had that happen to me.
Then he's going to say,
Oh, it happened to you, Rikki?
Rikki had it happen too.
Oh,
Tina
no.
had it happen too. We've all had it happen.
Somebody tell me that I was...
The guilt stuff, like you gotta freaking just be like, oh, yeah, you must be doing something because I'm not doing a damn thing.
Exactly.
Most of the time, it's always the other person. Most of the time.
Well, for me, what
That's
I
why
don't
got
like
divorced.
Exactly. That's why I've been single and happy for 2.5 years. Thank you, Jesus. Because let me tell you, I don't have to ask nobody, can I go to Vegas?
So what about
or anything like that, okay? I can
Trisha,
just go.
what about when people have like the frequent little tiny, like not quite red flags, maybe like a dark red or like a dark orange flag. You know what I mean? Maybe like not quite red, but just like little tiny different color flags leading up to a red flag. Once it gets there, is it like, all right, bye?
I think
little small things. You got to watch it, right?
Keep that eye on them.
You got to count them out. You got to be like, okay, this is check. We're almost there.
Well, I will say this about me. I know about myself what's a red flag, and I can admit it.
What is it?
For me, is I tend to stop talking to somebody once I sense you moving differently. Oh, friendship or guy, I'm done. Like, I don't roll with that shit.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I'm old fashioned, which, you know, the man pursues the woman, then the woman follows suit. However, if you're gonna go and play games or come off like you're like just having all kind of fuckery, then I won't ever talk to you. I won't never text you or talk to you. And I'm good. Like, I could talk to you one day and act like you don't exist the next. And I had a dude tell me that. He was like,
see, that's why I be worried about some of y'all people. Hey, don't nobody have the nerve to just be like, look, I don't want to talk to you. But you give them that. But you give
I give them that though.
Yeah. See, I don't like when people just ghost. All you have to do is just be like, I don't want to talk to you.
And I had one guy, well, not just one. I had a few guys tell me, damn, you wasn't playing no games, huh? I thought you were playing when you said, nah, I don't see this working, and best of luck to you.
Yeah.
And he thought, oh, I'm going to hear from her again. And then 6 months passed, and he was up in my DMs, and he was like, damn, you weren't playing no games. I guess when you're done, you are done.
Why are you still hitting me up 6 months later?
It's
you still thinking of that platinum piece.
I'm just
Get
saying,
over it.
No.
Get over it. Like, I don't want you.
It ain't going to happen. Yeah, it's not like we're like, for me, it's done. And friendships too, like when people
Rikki.
No, tell me, Rikki. Like we said, people changing up on you with friendships. And what I mean by changing up is one thing I can't stand is when, like we all grew up in the hood. We all know how it is. You loyal to your people to the T.
North side.
So if somebody doesn't fuck with somebody and you don't have nothing against that person either, you're still gonna roll with your person because that's your person.
Yeah.
But I can't stand the people that are like, oh, that girl's a bitch, and then this and that, and blah, blah. So you're loyal to them because you're like, okay, I knew you longer. But then a month later, they're talking to them.
Yeah, and but are you talking about guys? Because I feel like guys, sometimes they don't have that emotional connection with everybody. So
no, guys do that too. There's guys that be like, I don't fuck with him. And then like a month later, they're talking to him.
I mean, I've had plenty of friends that have fucked around with guys that I've talked to after the fact. No,
I don't mean like that. I mean like a friendship wise.
Oh,
like where they change up, where you're loyal to them on their end because they said they didn't like that person.
Okay.
And you're like, oh, well, I've known you longer. I'm gonna roll with you. I'm gonna cut for you. But then a month later,
that must be the marijuana.
But then a month later, she's talking to that same girl, or you see her out with drinks or out to dinner, and you're like, bitch, I stopped being her friend because I was loyal to you. And now you're going out hanging out.
And now I do have friends like that. I've had a couple friends like that. When you have friends like that, red flag, drop them. Drop them. They're hoppers, right?
Exactly.
They hop around.
And for me, it's like that.
And you don't know if they're telling you that about that other person. Guess what? They're probably doing the same shit about her, about you to them. So yeah,
Rikki, what are the eyes? Tell us. The eyes don't lie.
The eyes don't lie, Rikki. What are you doing? You're making faces. What's going on?
That's funny because that sounds like deja vu for me.
Preach.
Tell us what happened. Spill the tea.
Spill the
Trixie
tea.
And Daisy.
You should remember this story about Feisty.
I remember.
Oh,
I remember.
Feisty. I don't know this story.
So
tell me.
All right, we're gonna put it like this. So with me and Trixie, we got a common enemy. We're just gonna put it like that.
Oh, common enemy.
So
this is getting juicy.
So basically, I used to talk to this girl. She lives in the UK. And,
okay.
Yeah, she was coming to me trying to talk to me and stuff when she's going out hanging out with them. I'm like, yo, like we can't be friends because you hanging out with them.
Oh.
Right. Everything I could be saying, you could be turning around and telling them.
Exactly.
So I'm not. Listen. I say everybody that got the ice cream cone in their name.
Fuck them.
They're on the blacklist for me. So
same here. Same here. And the
Now
drip
does
drop,
that
whatever.
now does that go back to being, and now could it have been like a jealousy issue, or do you definitely think it was like, oh, they're just flip flopping?
No, she was just
maybe they
trying to
were
play both
jealous.
sides.
Okay.
She was trying to play
She's
both
trying to
sides.
play both sides.
Both sides
Because
of the
I saw
fence.
her like months later, and I told Rikki I just recently saw her about a month ago,
Mhm.
and she was in somebody else's stuff, and that person she was in was he's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, do you know Trixie? And she sent like a face like, ugh. Like, yeah, I
Oh,
know
really?
Trixie.
Okay.
And she goes, but
Well,
she
then
might not like me. And I
Oh,
said,
shit.
sweetheart, I never had nothing against you. It was
Okay,
the
well,
people
then-
you were rolling with.
Okay, yeah.
I don't roll with negative people like that. And she was like, I don't roll with them no more. Okay, so you learned on your own. It happens. Look at me.
Wow.
I just recently
mean,
learned
now
about
she's
somebody
blaming
online.
it on the people that she was rolling with. Sweetheart, take accountability, and then maybe I might give you a chance. But red flag.
But to me, in friendships,
Red flag. I needed a fucking red flag today. I need to be waving it
Well,
everywhere. That's what I need. I
that
need
was
a
like
red
just
flag.
recently. Y'all both know. Rikki knows this, and you know this.
Mhm.
Just recently, I found out about a friend of mine. I didn't know that he was prejudiced. I had no clue.
Oh my god.
And I saw him in something else with someone towards someone that I'm close with, and it's
Mhm.
like, you don't fuck with my people.
Yeah.
But he didn't know I was in there, and I saw, and that's foul. And to me, that's a red flag, because coming from somebody who is a minority,
Yeah.
like, nah, you can't say you're not prejudiced.
And you really don't know what people are made
Oh yeah,
of.
and then you make racial slurs, but you're not prejudiced. I have black friends, I have Hispanic friends, but you just said out your mouth a racial slur. So how can you say that you're not prejudiced, but you just said you were the superior race because you're Irish? Go somewhere with that shit. Like, you can't say that you're not prejudiced, but you're talking all this shit and making racial remarks.
Or saying that you are better than
Someone
else.
another race. Like, boy, bye, kick
especially
rocks.
coming from to where we came from.
Exactly.
And you don't, I'm light complected, I got black hair, but you don't know what the fuck I'm mixed with.
And to me, it's just like red flags.
Mhm.
Sometimes you don't see them till later, because I didn't see this one till later. And,
Yeah.
and you know what? All I needed to see it was one time, and that's it. I'm done.
Okay. Well, that's kind of a big red flag, though.
Yeah,
You know what I
in
mean?
a friendship wise,
Yeah.
you definitely don't want something
How
like
about
that.
like when somebody comes over and they always put like their phone flipped down on the table?
That's not a red flag, because if
Is
y'all
that a
not
red
together,
flag?
if y'all not together,
What if you're together and they still put their
oh well, then y'all together, they being shady. They flipping that phone for a
Why you
reason.
flip the phone down and it's not faced up? Because
See, that's where y'all fuck up, Rikki. That's where men fuck up.
Yeah, because like
They
you
start
don't
changing
ever
their
change
routine.
nothing,
They
and then
start
all of a
changing their
sudden
routine.
you change it up.
You never used to take your phone to the shower. Now you're taking your phone to the shower. You never used to come in and hide things.
Well, that's a red flag for cheating. You know
Yeah.
you're getting played if somebody's doing that.
But
to you, 'cause
see,
come
a
on.
woman could be raising a family, working full time,
Mm-hmm.
and having her side piece. And you know why you wouldn't know? Because she don't change it up. Women don't change it up.
Damn, that girl said, and she have a side piece on the side.
Yeah. And,
She have her little side of mac and cheese.
but she's not changing it up.
little
So
side of mac and
that's
cheese.
how some people will know, because she's not changing it up.
Mm-hmm.
But men tend to change up, and that's where they make their mistakes. And if they're listening to this podcast, I'm giving them ideas. My bad. But
Hey, just put the shit on silent. Leave it face up. Don't take the phone in the shower. Your woman is
what'd
gonna
you say,
know.
Rikki? What'd you say?
I said now I got to defend for the man for the man's.
Okay, go ahead. Let me hear.
But look, listen. Let me ask you this though: how come if y'all say y'all don't switch up and don't do nothing different on your routines, right? So how come?
He did the
No,
quotations
listen.
and everything.
How come y'all be having password and stuff on y'all phones?
Mm-mm.
And tablets?
Not me. No, I don't.
Come on.
I
I'm
don't
just
got no
saying.
password on my phone.
That's what happened with listen. This is what happened with my last ex, and
Mhm.
she think I didn't remember the fucking password to her shit.
And you went looking through her stuff?
Damn.
Tell me you didn't go looking through phones, Rikki.
I did.
Ah!
Because you know why?
Invasion
like,
of
why? I
privacy.
said, why is
Red
it
flag.
I was like this. I said, why is it
Red
why is it all freaking blocked? I said, huh. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. I think I remember. So I go through the Facebook Messenger, and sure enough, that when I was out of town working for 2 weeks from open and close from 11 to 11, she was out there fucking someone else.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
I'm sorry.
So I was like,
Maybe
Drop that hoe.
okay, so looking through people's phones, I feel like is an invasion of privacy. Let me put a but on that, I guess. Because
Not if you
but
married.
in Ricky's case, what'd you say? Not if you're married.
Not if you
No,
married.
if you married, all bets
That's
are off.
mine.
No, if you're married, all bets are off. Your phone better stay up.
Let me see your
up
fucking
all day,
phone.
every day. Oh, that's all I got to say about that. But anyway, I do understand where Ricky's coming from. He felt like there was something that was necessary for him to get into that phone to find out some dirt, and he found it out.
Well, this is what I'm saying. If you ain't in a relationship or you haven't, y'all didn't agree to be exclusive, you ain't got no business checking my phone, and vice versa.
Like you said, maybe I don't know. I like my privacy.
But if we're exclusive
if we're not
and
married,
we're married,
don't look through my phone.
We're looking through phones.
Rikki, don't ever look through my phone. Rikki, red flag. Red flag.
You need to cut it. No, but I definitely agree with red flags. I mean, you have to not ignore the big red flags.
Yeah.
To me, Rikki, I can't stand a big fucking flirt. Like, I'm okay with the flirt because when you stream or you're in apps and stuff, people gonna flirt. That's fine. But I'm talking about when you're at a restaurant and they looking at the waitress's ass in front of you. Now that is a red motherfucking flag.
I don't know, Trisha, because I am not a hater to women or a beautiful woman or a beautiful
agree,
man.
but not when I'm with you in front of you.
Look, hey,
boyfriend and girlfriend.
Hey, sometimes you gotta look. Sometimes you gotta look. Look, if I'm looking at her ass too, why am I gonna get mad that he's looking at her ass? But I will say, if you're sitting there telling me that I'm eye fucking the waiter before I even order my dinner, then yeah, we have a problem with that one.
No, but then what's to say this? Okay, you're saying if he's telling you he's eye fucking the. If he's eye fucking, you're eye fucking the waiter, he could just be playing. I mean, there's been chances where guys play too, and they're like, "Why are you eye fucking?"
No.
And it's a joke.
I was in an active relationship with this guy telling me.
No, I know that one, but I'm saying for me, I don't agree there because we different there. Because if I'm talking to you and we're at a restaurant talking and you just wander off and you're staring as we're talking, that's
different. That's different. Now, if we brought it to each other's attention that the damn waitress walked off and she got
that's different. That's different.
Then we both invited that conversation.
Yeah, but that's not what I was saying. I'm saying
Rikki's saying no. What
if we're having a relationship, I mean, if we're talking and you wandering off looking at her ass, and I'm like in the middle of telling you something happened at work, that's disrespectful. Mm-hmm. Now, if I tell you, "Ooh, that bitch got a nice booty," we both looking because I admire that too.
So that's the approval. It's the approval you need.
No, tell us, Rikki. You're shaking head. What's going on?
Yeah, why are you shaking your head, Rikki? Tell us.
I said hell no, because if my girl be saying that, "Ooh, she got a nice ass. Ooh, look at them titties," I'm like, nope, I'm not falling for that. Nope.
Oh, why is that?
Because you know why?
Why?
This is the thing. Sometimes I don't know. I ain't say all females do it, but some females, if you get into an argument, she's like, "Oh, you remember you was looking at that bitch when she was out there with a fat ass?" And you be like, "Yo, like you said that told me to look." Like,
so like a double-edged sword there.
I'm a cheater?
It's a little bit of a double-edged sword then.
That goes both ways because y'all be doing the same shit.
Maybe.
I had something thrown in my face just last week and I wasn't even doing nothing.
What was it?
It was thrown in my face like, "You got all kind of guys you're talking to, about 20 guys." I'm like, damn, I'm a player like that. Damn, I didn't even know.
I'm a player for real.
Don't want to be a player no more.
I'm not a player. I just crush a lot.
I'm like, I'm a single mom. I work hard to provide for my kids. I didn't know I had time to have 20 people.
Well, shit, you got a lashing, girl, for that.
Damn. So for me, and him and I weren't even a couple. So it's like, that to me is a big red flag. You already jealous of somebody that's not even a Casper the Friendly Ghost? Like,
but it's not Casper the Friendly Ghost. It's another guy.
Yeah, well,
he's not a ghost. He actually exists. He's on the other end of the line that you texted to. So,
but it's like, dude, like I'm not talking. Like, what are you talking about? If like my thing goes back to, it's a red flag because if we didn't say we were exclusive. I can do whatever the fuck I want, and so can you.
True.
I'm not going to get mad at you. You're not going to get mad at me because it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
However, don't come at me and throw in my face, "Oh, well, you knew I liked you, so why are you doing this and doing that?" But you're doing the same exact shit. Like, that ain't going to work.
Yeah.
That's called changing it up. It's a red flag. We just keep it real on this podcast, and that's how we doing.
Yeah.
But we do got something special coming up. Thursday is our Valentine's episode.
Valentine's Day special because, of course, Valentine's Day is Monday. So we are going to be throwing little questions, little relationship questions out there. Of course, we are going to keep it real and lovey-dovey. We're not going to be hating on
Not at all. And we are going to talk about our past favorite Valentine moments because I have a few.
Oh, you got a few?
Yes, I have a few.
I might have to think back a little bit because I didn't have nothing nice to me happen on Valentine's Day in a minute. But except for some random flowers a year later. He's like, "I still know your address." Well, damn, I might not live there no more.
So, Rikki, I want to know about your Valentine's special moments. And
So
hello.
think back on some stories too, Rikki.
Yes, you have time to get ready.
But
Rikki.
anyway, guys, we want to thank you for joining this podcast today.
Yes.
We were talking about red flags, of course, the Super Bowl coming up,
the Academy Awards. Encanto.
Ooh, we don't talk about Bruno, no. Still can't believe that wasn't nominated, but whatever. We'll get over it. We'll get over it shortly. But yes, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining.
And let's go,
Rikki,
Rams.
producer. And join us Thursday.